Hi guys, it's Theresa here of Larkin Design, and so welcome to November 27th in my December album for 2016. And so I'm just continuing through the month. This is my layout for the 27th, which was actually yesterday. And so what I wanted to do today is work with a picture that I had taken before Alan left, and so I had posted that on my Instagram. And what I wanted to do, because I had this list card from the Celine Studio Oh What Fun collection, and so I thought that this would be a perfect opportunity to list out all the things that I'm looking forward to when he comes back. And so just a note about that. One of the things that's important to me, and one of the main reasons why I do this project, is to help me stay focused on the good things and stay focused on the positive things. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't handle him being gone very well. And this has been a particularly hard trip for us because he's gone 11 days. In the past, he's been gone for maybe 4 or 5 days. So 11 days is a long time. And it's also hard because he's across the ocean in Germany. And so the time zone is different, and finding a time to be able to communicate is difficult and hard. So there's differences there versus in previous trips. So this was a really good opportunity for me to just make a list about some of the things that I look forward to doing when he comes back. You know, these are like my December bucket list, but they're particularly relevant on a week when he's gone. And so this is sort of what I'm looking forward to, and I'm sort of just biding time. It's kind of interesting. I've never started December daily in November before, and I sort of have this feeling in my mind like it should be December 3rd already, because this is the third layout in my book. So I can't say that I'm really calendar-wise that I'm really have it all together. But anyway, but gosh, I have my December album all together. So there we go. I'm doing one thing well. So I also wanted to tell you, I went through and because my album had a little bit of a bow in the middle. Right now I have chipboard numbers in the middle, and some of these thicker embellishments in the middle pockets. And so the album had a bow in it, and I just went and grabbed some of my chipboard, just cheap, inexpensive chipboard, and cut it into, they're like 4 by 3.5 or something like that. And then the leftover pieces I cut smaller to fit in the 3 by 4 pockets. And so I just went through the album and put those behind my cards. And I think that helped. I think that it's looking pretty good as far as not being too bowed. I think that's probably a good strategy. A lot of people don't like to use chipboard for that reason, because it warps your pages after a couple of years. But and I have some albums that the pages are warped or whatever, and I usually don't stress about it, but I did want to try that this year and see how that works. So I've just got those here, especially where I know that there's chipboard in the center, or a flare button or something that's thicker. Then I think it's a good idea to do that. It just helps build up your album a little bit better and make it a little bit more stable. So the other thing that I have planned is I have the back of this M, and it's not really a big deal. M is one of those letters that looks the same front or back. So it's really okay, but I had these little word strips. They're just little chipboard word strip pieces from Freckled Fawn. And so I thought I would just line up a couple of these, and I'll read it all to you. They say, best friends, little moment, you and me, let's get together, make me laugh, and totally awesome. And then for my December list, this is what I wrote. Lots and lots of kisses, staying in to watch movies, eating all the sausage bowls, staring at the lights, shopping till we drop, quiet nights by the fire, laughing at all the silly jokes, spontaneous hugs, children's laughter, Zoe snuggles on your chin. That's our cat, and she will come up and she'll like literally climb up into your face and bump into your chin and lay there and sleep. Presents under the tree, kids' reactions to presents, date day with you, giant hugs when you return, Christmas dinner, baking and cooking with you, lots and lots of foot rubs, taking care of you, decorating the tree, and wrapping all the presents. So that's sort of my list of favorites there. Pretty easy peasy. I also have this little white heart, this little white glitter heart from Freckled Fawn. It was in the was it in the shop, or was it in a kit? It was in one of the kits. They do have other ones in the shop that are bigger. Hang on. Okay, the ones that are in the shop that are bigger are gold and silver, like that. Like, that's cute, but it's a bit much. But I do like that one. So I think that I'm going to just put that on the outside of the page protector. So let me go ahead and put that in there. And then I'm going to, where did my red line? My red line tape. Here we go. Just grab it. And redline this to the outside of the page protector. I've been doing that a lot this year too, attaching these thicker elements to the outside of the page protector, so that the pocket itself can remain flat. So just a couple of album building strategies today, I guess. And I wanted to talk today too about, somebody asked the question on one of the groups that I'm in, one of the Facebook groups. I don't know which one, so forgive me for that, but somebody posted the question, how do you find time and prioritize for this project when everything is so crazy and there's so much to do? And I'm not reading the exact wording or anything like that, but just basically a question about how to get this project done when you're just running everywhere and going crazy and doing everything in this season for everybody else. And I just had a lot of thoughts about that, because one, I know even with children, even, we have 4 kids here, right? So this idea of running around like a chicken with your head cut off is actually right where I feel like I am, especially as a single parent right now of 4 kids. And how am I prioritizing this when Alan's gone and I'm the only one here to make sure that everybody gets fed and clothed and taken care of? And there are 2 things that I think are important. One is that you alone make the decisions about what you prioritize on your schedule. And when I say that, I don't mean that December Daily is at the very top of my list and never mind if anybody gets fed. No, what I mean is that taking time for me and taking time to do things that are important to me and that push me creatively are important enough to me that I make arrangements in my life. And the second thing that's important, besides just remembering that you alone are in control of your schedule, the second thing is precisely to make sure that you are delegating responsibilities so that you don't have to do it all. Does it take some organizing to get everybody able to do that? Absolutely. Am I fortunate that I'm not working a full-time job? Absolutely. And if you have a full-time job, I don't think that precludes you from creating a beautiful album. I think that what that does is makes it more important for you to create foundation pages that work for you, right? Just like I've done. I've spent a lot of time in the months of October and November getting this album so that literally today all I have to do is put down some stickers and print out my pictures and print out my journaling, and that was it. Probably about an hour to do this layout today, plus video it. I won't count the upload time because that's like something that not everybody does. But so let me encourage you, find time in your own way, even if it's in the middle of the night. Find time to practice your own creativity and make that part of your self-care routine. Just like you brush your teeth, just like you go to the doctor when you're sick. I have to tell you that sometimes sitting down and scrapbooking a little bit is better for me than therapy. Because it helps me to stay focused on the good things. Making this list was probably exactly what I needed today, just to help me push through today and tomorrow and the next week, right? And that's priceless. And that helps me go and do those mundane things because I know that, all right, I need to go do a little bit of laundry and then I can get back to my scrappy world and find a degree of self-satisfaction right here. So I hope that sort of inspires you and serves as a reminder to you to prioritize the things that make you happy and that bring you joy when you're figuring out your schedule and you're making commitments for the holiday, for your church, for school, for whatever activities that you're participating in. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it brings me joy and because I want it in my life, or am I doing this because I feel like I have to do this? And if you're doing it because you feel like you have to do it and it's not bringing you joy and it's not clothing, food, or shelter, then maybe you need to think about not committing, and it's okay to say no. Now, on this transparency, I originally had this little tab on here that I had stamped December on, and so I decided to print out another one real quick and put November on it. And let me grab my stamp pads, and I have two options for monthly stamps. I've got this one here, this November here, and then this one is more of a cursive type. Okay, that's the one that I like. And I think that would be a nice contrast on against this red font here. So let's see how that does. awesome. Yep, I like that. Okay. That was simple enough to fix. And then toss that one. Too much confusion. Okay. Grab my stapler here, my tiny attacher. And okay. There we go. And then I like to just mash these down just a little bit. Okay. And then I think that this layout is finished. So there we go. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope to hear from you. Let me know how you prioritize this project and how you make time. What are your strategies? I would love to hear. And so be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks again, you guys. Bye-bye.